Today, I will be giving my record predictions for the 2024-2025 NFL season. And we're just going to get right into it. So first on the AFC side, my 1 seed is the Kansas City Chiefs, winner of the AFC West. Have them finishing 13-4, as well as the 1 seed in the NFC, Dallas Cowboys, winners of the NFC East. Then moving on to the 2 seeds, I got the Baltimore Ravens at 12-5 and the Niners at 12-5. Again, not too much to be said here. Just the best teams in their respective conferences. Again, Cowboys all regular season, no playoffs. But I do have them getting a good regular season record. Don't know if I like the 13-4 now that I look at it, but we'll have them at 13-4. Then the 3 seeds, 11-6 teams. I have the Bills from the AFC East and the Falcons from the NFC South. Kirk Cousins coming in. I think he bounces back from his injury. I hope he does, because he's a good quarterback, and it's the league's better the better the quarterbacks we have. So I hope he bounces back, and if he does, I do think they have a very good record in a weak NFC South. If there's one team that can get over 10 wins there, I think it is the Falcons. I don't think any other team has a chance. And the Bills, again, they always seem to get there, whether they start off slow or not. So I like them at the 3 seed. Then in the AFC, I have the Texans winning the AFC South, going 9-8. I don't predict it to be a very good division outside of the Texans. The Colts maybe could have a sneaky season. Who knows what the Jags can do, but I think the Texans easily run away with that division. And then I have the Lions winning the NFC North at 11-6. Much closer, more competitive division than I think the AFC South is. But I think they do squeak out the division title there, but do fall to the 4 seed after an NFC Championship appearance. Then moving on to the wild card teams, you can see the AFC. We have the Bengals at 11-6. Dolphins at 10-7, and the Steelers at 9-8, and then the Eagles at 12-5, Packers 10-7, and the Bucks at 9-8. Bengals, Joe Burrow was injured last year. He's back. We'll see what happens with Higgins if he plays. Of course, their offense is going to be great with Chase as well. They'll probably start off slow like they usually do, maybe drop 2 games and then finish off the season near perfect and get to like a solid 10-12 win season, just short of the AFC North. Dolphins, again, Tua can be, I guess, inconsistent at times, so they maybe have the potential to win the division or potential to win like 13 games, but I think they just fall short of that and get to the 10 mark, but still get the 6 seed. And then the Steelers, they always find a way to win above 500 to, in this case, win 9 games. We didn't think they could do it last year, and they did it. So I'm just going to go out and say they do it again. So I have the Steelers going 9-8. And then in the NFC side, Eagles, again, just a really good team. I think they fall just short of the NFC East and get that 5 seed at 12-5. Packers, really young offense. Jordan Love starting to show that he could be that next guy in Green Bay. So I like them making the playoffs. And then Tampa as well. Baker, the resurgence, they kept all their guys. I don't see why they can't win 9 games again. Then moving on to the teams that were just short of making the playoffs for me. We have the Jets at 9-8, Aaron Rodgers coming back. Chargers at 9-8 with Harbaugh. I just don't think they have enough, but I think Herbert has a much, much better season with Harbaugh, and I think he can overpower the deficiencies on offense and get him to a solid 9-8 record. Browns 8-9, Deshaun Watson's back. They're still a good team in terms of who they have around Watson, so I think they can easily get in that 8-9 win range, but just fall short. In the NFC, the Saints 8-9. I know Derek Carr is not the best quarterback, but the rest of the team is still good despite them being old. So I still think they can get 8 wins. Bears, of course, Caleb Williams, all the new weapons, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Adunze, a good defense. I think it's a very solid rookie season for Caleb Williams. I don't think he puts up like Stroud or Herbert numbers, but I think he has a good enough rookie season to take them to a solid 8 wins. But I don't see how people, like, I hear people have them win like 12, 13 games. I don't even see that happening. But I do see them having a good 8-9 record. And then the Rams, just a solid team. Matt Stafford, McVay, Cooper Kupp, Nakua. It's enough to get you 8 wins, to be honest. Then the rest of the teams here, the Cardinals 8-9. A healthy Kyler Murray with Marvin Harrison. I think the offense is going to be very good for the Cardinals. And then I think their defense brings them down a little bit. But I think the Cardinals do shock people. Seahawks 7-10. I don't know if I like that 7-10 record now that I look at it. Maybe 8 wins. But I think in a tough division, you saw with the Rams 8 wins, Cardinals 8 wins, Niners 12 wins. I see them falling a little bit short than maybe what people think they can do. No Pete Carroll. I think they go 7-10. Get a quarterback next year, and I do think they'll be on track in 2 to 3 years to maybe compete with the Niners for that division. Panthers, I have going 6-11. Very rough season last year. But they did spend a lot of money on the O-line, got some weapons around Bryce Young. I think he, with Dave Canales, can have a much better season. Still don't have a good enough team around him, but I think he has a good enough team to get him in that 5 to 7 range. Commanders, Vikings, and Giants, I have them all 5 wins. Vikings, their quarterback's going to be Darnold or McCarthy. Commanders have rookie Jaden Daniels with a lot of okay pieces around him. And then the Giants, they have Daniel Jones. I think this will be the season that they can finally realize that Daniel Jones is not that guy. Moving on to AFC, I have the Colts 7-10. Anthony Richardson's back, of course, but he only played like 4 games, so he still doesn't have a ton of NFL experience. The team did get better, so I'm happy with them winning in about 7 games. I could see him sneaking up to 8 or 9, but I like 7. Jags, I also have finishing with 7 wins as well. Trevor Lawrence, there are rumors that they are going to pay him, like they want to pay him a lot. I still believe in Trevor Lawrence, but I feel like this will be a potential rough season for the Jags as a whole, not necessarily Trevor Lawrence. So I like them finishing around that 7-win range. And then we have 3 5-win teams here. The Raiders at 5 wins, Broncos and Titans. I know I have the Titans winning 5 games. I could see them having a much better season than that. Maybe getting in the 7-8 win range. But I don't know. The schedule just didn't fall for them to get more than 5 wins. Broncos, you got rookie Bo Nix out there. Or their veteran, can't think of who it is. So, their defense is still good. Sean Payton, who knows? I like 5 wins, though. A rookie quarterback that people were surprised went that high. And then Raiders, they have Gardner Minshew. You can't not like Gardner Minshew. Or they go Aiden O'Connell, I don't know. But they did add Christian Wilkins, and they still obviously have Crosby and Adams. So I could definitely see them getting 6 or 7 wins. But I think in a tough AFC West, I guess just the Chargers and Chiefs, a tough AFC as a whole, they finish with 5 wins. And then, yeah, I have the Patriots at 4-13, the worst team in the league. I like Drake May, but I don't know if he is, at least his rookie year. I feel like this could be very similar to potentially a Bryce Young season where you just don't have enough around you. He doesn't have the best receivers yet. I think Polk can be good. Javon Baker I really like, but I don't think they're there yet. I think they have the talent to develop in like 2 years to become a good team, but I feel like right now they're just too young, too inexperienced, and not developed quite yet, so I think they have a rough first season under this new Drake May era, but I could see it improving very soon. Then now we move on to the playoffs. So I haven't done these yet. So first game we have is the Texans versus the Bengals. Stroud versus Burrow. Burrow is known to be a very good playoff quarterback, so I'm going to give the Bengals the edge on this one. Bills, Dolphins. I don't think the Bills have enough to beat Buffalo, especially because they don't travel well in cold weather. So I'm going to give that one to Buffalo. I think the Ravens destroy Pittsburgh. I really just put Pittsburgh in here because Mike Tomlin always figures out a way. But I don't think it's enough to overcome the Ravens' talent. In the NFC, I'm going to give it to Detroit over Philly. Philly had a disappointing loss to Tampa last year, and I think they have another disappointing loss to the Detroit Lions in the first round. Packers, Falcons. You know what? Jordan Love beat beat Dallas in Dallas last year. I think he can beat Atlanta on the road as well. And then I think the Niners easily beat the Bucs. Just too much talent on that Niners team. Then moving on to the divisional round, I think this Bills-Ravens game would be good if this were to happen. But I think the Bills just edge it out just barely over the Ravens. And I think the Chiefs beat the Bengals as well. So many rematches. It's always these four teams, it feels like. Or at least three of them. NFC rematch of the championship game last year, Niners-Lions. I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions in this one. And with Packers, Cowboys, I know I mentioned Jordan Love beating the Packers and the Cowboys not having very good success. I'm going to give the Cowboys this one. I think they just have too much talent and they're out for revenge for what happened last year. In the championship game, I'm going to go with Bills-Chiefs. Unfortunately, I'm going to give it to the Chiefs. They're just too good. It sucks. It hurts me, but it is what it is. And then NFC, I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions to head to the Super Bowl. And you know what? Because I'm tired of Kansas City, I'm going to give the Lions the Super Bowl. And that is going to do it for my 2024-2025 NFL season predictions. Let me know what you think, what you agree with, what you disagree with. And make sure you comment any other opinions on this video and any future videos ideas as well. Make sure you also subscribe and turn that notification bell and like the video as well. We want to keep growing here over at Couch Casual, and we can't do that if you don't subscribe, like, and click that notification. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.